morning, everybody. Day 30. We've been doing 15 minutes of movement every day for 30 days. How amazing is that? And if you ever thought, no, this movement thing's really not for me, maybe you can just look back and see that this is what you've been doing. And even if you didn't do every single day, I'm sure that you've incorporated some kind of movement into your week more than you have before. So well done, everyone. It's such an amazing gift that you are giving yourself, especially because we're all growing older and we're not ever going to get younger. And the more you can learn how to support your body, how to make it stronger, how to make it move with more ease, the easier it is going to be for you to step into an older body. So today is new moon again. We started this 30 days on a new moon. We went through a full moon and we're ending up at the new moon again. So for the last 12 years of my life, I've been teaching legs of the wall yin sequence when it's new moon, because I find that everybody's energy is just feeling a little bit low. It's almost as if you just need some time to really unpack your suitcase completely. Sigh it all out, breathe it all out, feel a little bit supported, and then you can step into maybe putting new stuff in your movement suitcase, your life suitcase, as you move towards a full moon again. So for those of you that can relate to what I'm saying, use it. For those of you that are like, this whole moon thing doesn't work for me, just let it go. We all use tools in the way that they work best for us. So we're going to do a few poses up against the wall. During these 30 days, you have done some up the wall movements with me. We're also going to start like we started the very first day with doing some lower ribcage breathing. So very, very gentle and supportive practice this morning. Those of you that are new, there'll be a link where you can subscribe to all these 30-day practices. They'll also be for free, living on YouTube forever. So just come to sit whichever way feels comfortable for you. You can close your eyes and you can rest your hands on your knees or your lap. Take a moment to just feel and become aware of your physical body. So feel yourself sitting down through the sit bones. Maybe there's a little bit of a tight knee or the back is feeling a little like, oh, whatever. Just noticing what's going on for you. And when you're ready, you're going to take a deep inhale through your nose. And then sigh the breath out through the mouth. Soften. 2 more like that. Easy inhale. Sigh and soften. 1 more deep inhale. And a long exhale to soften. You can just close your mouth for a while. Simply allowing your breath to move. Gently swaying a little bit from side to side. Just practicing getting the rigidness that you might be holding in your physical body, to get that to become a little bit more supple and movable. And then slowly you're going to open the eyes. So those of you that have been around from or since day 1, you'll be familiar with this breathing. You're going to take your hands and you're going to place it on your lower ribs. So depending on your shoulder and wrist mobility, you might have to maybe put your hands kind of like in your waist. Maybe that feels better for you, but make sure that you can feel the little lower ribs pressing against the hands. It just makes it easier for the brain to follow the breath technique. So relax your shoulders, however you can be here, however feels comfortable for you. Try not to hike the shoulders up. And you're going to focus on breathing into your fingers. So you're going to inhale through your nose. And you're going to exhale through the nose. So I'm going to move my hands a little bit so that you can see. So I'm going to place my hands at the front of the rib cage, but at the bottom of the rib cage. So as you inhale, the rib cage expands out to the side and the fingers are going to move a little bit away from one another. As you exhale, the rib cage is just going to relax back. So this is a super, super effective way of strengthening the diaphragm, which is what makes it at all available for you to breathe. So here we go. Inhale through the nose. Just to where it feels comfortable for you, exhale. Now allow the movement to move into the lower rib cage. Inhale. And exhale. And just keep going at your own pace. Make the inhales and exhales as long or as short as feels comfortable for you. And I want for you people to focus on breathing into your hands, or if you can visualize the lower part of your lungs or your rib cage, breathe into that part. Forget about your belly, forget about pulling the belly in or puffing the belly out. Just inhale. Breathe into the lower part of your lungs. Exhale to just relax that breath out. No forcing of the breath whatsoever. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. You can also relax your hands and just think about breathing into the lower part. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to go for 2 more sets in your own time. Try not to feel this movement in your neck and your throat. Don't force the inhale, don't force the exhale. Maybe 1 more. Beautiful. And then just take an easy inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. So everybody, that is an amazing practice that you can practice more than once a week to strengthen your diaphragm so that you breathe properly, so that you can expand into the lower part of the ribcage, get all the oxygen into the lower part of the lungs, the bigger part of the lungs, and just have everything work to its optimal. And then you're simply going to get yourself up against the wall. So easiest way is to put your side body right up against the wall. And then you just topple yourself around. You topple yourself onto your back and you straighten your legs out against the wall. And then you have to check in. How does this feel through the back of the legs, the back of the glutes, the lower back? You might have to move yourself a little bit further away from the wall or maybe closer to the wall. You want to have your legs just be able to relax. Maybe a bit of space for your arms to reach out to the side or a cactus shape with the arms. You can see I don't have a lot of space here, so just work according to what's available for you. You can also rest your hands on your belly or chest or alongside your body. So just start off with the legs straight. Make sure that you place your torso in line with the legs, so midline of the body, not lying all skew. And as soon as you are settled here, close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose, lower part of the rib cage, and exhale, sigh your body out. And then you're going to allow yourself to feel how everything just starts to soften. Starts to rest down in the direction of the floor, in the direction of the wall. So you're simply leaning into the floor, leaning into the wall, and giving your weight to it. Breathing easy. From there, you're going to move into the next variation, the next shape. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to put the soles of the feet together, slide your feet down the wall, and the knees are going to drop out to the side. The soles of the feet don't have to stay together. They can open up a little bit like a book, or maybe the heels move a little bit away. That's completely fine, but you slide your heels down as far as feels comfortable for you. Knees nice and wide. So you're going to feel some compression into the hip crease. There's going to be a gentle stretch here into the inner thighs. Make sure that your ankles and your knees feel okay. You can always put a blanket there. Relax your shoulders. You can rest your hands against your inner thighs or your knees or belly, chest, whatever feels good for you. And we're going to stay for a few breaths here. So again, take an easy inhale into the lower part of the ribcage. And as you exhale, sigh your body out. Relax your face, relax your jaw. So it's like we're giving our bodies some time to down-regulate by just allowing ourselves to be supported and feel supported. Physically, I mean, by the wall and the floor, and by practicing slowing your exhales down. We're bringing the vagal tone down a little bit, which has a lot to do with your nervous system and your fight and flight patterns or your relaxed and ease pattern. So just slow everything down. Give yourself to the pose. When you're ready, take an easy inhale through your nose. Sigh a breath out. Using the hands to guide the knees in towards one another And then just squeeze the legs into the body. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And if you have time, of course, you can stay longer. You can straighten the legs out again. You can maybe straddle the legs a little bit wider, or you can bring the feet into like a squatting shape with the knees and the feet nice and wide. If you have time, do one of those or both of those. And again, you hold them for around about 10 breaths or so. The rest of us are just going to roll ourselves out to the side, and you're going to make your way onto your belly. So you're kind of like leopard crawling yourself here. And you're going to have your knees rest right up against the wall. And you're going to prop yourself up onto your elbows. So your shins and the tops or the front of the feet are resting on against the wall. You're propping yourself up like a sphinx pose. So a beautiful stretch into the front of the body, into the hip flexors. Check in with how this feels for your lower back. If your lower back's like, no, this is too intense, you can rest down and rest your forehead down. You're literally here for 5 more breaths. Easy with your neck. You can always drop your chin down. So relaxing and softening where you can. And then slowly you're going to leopard crawl yourself away from the wall. And you can either just come into a child's pose, just for a few breaths, and that feels great for the lower back after that back bend, or you can just sit up, sitting like I'm sitting up nice and tall, lengthening and extending through the spine. You can also sit cross-legged, so whatever feels good for you. Close your eyes. Bring your palms to touch, resting your thumbs right up against your heartbeat. You take an easy inhale through the nose. And we sigh the breath out. We give thanks to our amazing bodies. I want to give thanks to you, people, for showing up every day to practice and to move. I want you to give thanks to yourself for doing that. And my hope is that you can carry on with this movement practice in some small way, introducing it into every day or just every week. And thank you for sharing this movement practice with me. It's been amazing to do these 30 days with you. So people, if you enjoyed the movement practice that you've just done with me, please leave me a comment down below so that I have a better idea of what it is that you guys might be looking for when it comes to movement practices. Maybe give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, either way, or even better, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also, if you look in the more info down below, there's a link to my actual website where you can become a patron to my Wolf Heart and support this work that I do in the hope to give you tools so that you can move better. Thank you.